has been doing it. Carly Fiorina joins us right now. A lot of people, including me and Joe and everybody else who watched, think she was the star of an otherwise rather nerdy effort tonight at 5 o'clock. Carly Fiorina, what did you do the others didn't do tonight?
Oh, well, I'll leave that to the pundits. My goal was to introduce myself to the American people. Only 40% of Republican voters knew who I was before tonight. So my goal was to introduce myself and to give people a feeling of what I would do as President of the United States and what my background is. And I feel satisfied that they got an introduction to Carly Fiorina, which I think was important.
You called Hillary Clinton a liar tonight on a number of occasions. Do you want to explain why you would use such a almost end of conversation term for your possible opponent next year?
Because it's true. You know, one of the things that I think people of in politics, and Republicans do it as well, is we don't use common sense language. We talk in sanitized sound bites. I don't, but most politicians do. People are tired of sanitized sound bites and bumper sticker rhetoric. They want to have a conversation about the real issues. And by any standard common sense measure, Hillary Clinton has lied about Benghazi and about her emails and about her server.
How do you debate someone if it comes to that? You would have 3 national debates with someone you have once again just this moment called a liar. Do you just begin a debate with, I don't believe a word you say, you're a dishonest person? It seems to me, having worked in Washington all these years, you say it's just not common sense, but you really think that's a way to engage in a debate, to call your opponent a liar? I'm astounded by that judgment of yours.
Well, first of all, I was very specific about the subjects about which I think she has lied. I didn't say she lied about everything. I was very specific, very fact-based, actually. You are the one who's made a generalized comment now about her, not me.
Well, once you call a person, once you say a person,
excuse me,
well, okay, go through your list.
Secondly, I will debate her.
Go through your list.
I will debate her on the facts
list of where she's
and the
lied.
issue. Benghazi, emails, and server. I will debate her on the issues facing this nation. I will debate her on her positions. I will ask her, for example, how she can possibly continue to defend Planned Parenthood. I will ask her why she continues to say she's a champion of the middle class, while every single proposal she has put forward makes crony capitalism worse and worse and worse, which makes income inequality worse. I would ask her why she declared victory in Iraq in 2011, why she called Bashar al-Assad a positive reformer, why she thought she could stop Putin's ambition, a man I have met, with a gimmicky red reset button. I'll ask her why she got every single foreign policy issue wrong as Secretary of State. That's how I'll debate her on the issues.
Let me put a fine point on that. Why did she lie, or how did she lie, as you put it, about Benghazi? Where was her lie?
Okay, so it's very clear from all the data. It's very clear from the data. It's very clear from the emails that that the President of the United States, that the Secretary of State, and that the military understood that this was a purposeful terrorist attack on the anniversary of 9/11, and they understood it while it was going on. So tell me then, why would you talk about the next day from the State Department? Why would you talk about a video? Why would you explain that this is not America? Why would you stand over the bodies of the fallen and say it again? Why not come out and say, this was a purposeful terrorist attack on our embassy, 4 brave Americans were killed, and we are going to seek retribution?
Thank you, Carly Fiorina. I see why you stood out tonight. Thank you for coming on the program tonight. There you have it.